to make the most of it.
Exactly. I think if we look at this one on the left-hand side, you can see when you're doing this, you're kind of watching it with your eyes. And the movement's okay, but you're getting a good movement because you're watching. So you could argue, are you actually feeling what that movement should be, or your eye just going, we'll just put the club there? And then you can sort of see where the club goes, and then you're following it. So anyone who uses their eyes can put the golf club in a pretty good position. The problem is then when it comes to swinging the golf club, your eyes have got to be looking down here, but your brain's trying to, is that club in a good spot? And now you're not in a sort of position where you feel the club in that spot. You're just aware of where it is if you watch it with your eyes. So you do all that kind of good stuff here now, checking the club, make sure it's fine. Do a couple more here now. Didn't watch that one there. That was, yeah, okay, not bad there. Because you're always sort of conscious of where the club is. When you come and swing here, you actually get yourself in a pretty good sort of spots in terms of numbers. So the takeaway, we see when we get back here, that's pretty good. Right wrist is nice and flat, club's over toe line. Hinging the wrist up here now, okay? But because you weren't sure where that club was, oh my God, what's happened to the club now? You came back, you pulled across with it exactly, yeah? And then we've just topped it 50 out on the right-hand side. So this one here now, we didn't get the pre-shot stuff, I don't think, but the movement now here was good. The club's gone back here, nicely online, nice under your chin there, and everything's nice and flat. We're hinging up nicely now towards the target there, the backswing. Right arm is in a good spot as we come back down now. That was more of a swing, and if you just watch the swing and its sort of entirety, there's a flow to it rather than you trying to think, oh, where's that club gone, all this kind of stuff. You've got to distinguish, as I said before, like this is where you hit golf balls from in this spot. Practice away from that and then think behind the ball. So if you're on the range, okay, right, I need my 7-iron now. What's the wind doing? And even try to think about it as a golf shot on the course, yeah? So you're okay, right, so that 150 marker, that's going to be my 7-iron, should we say? Right, there's a bit of wind off the left there. So I got it, there's a bit on the left-hand side. Okay, so I'm going to line up to that, do all that prep stuff, then do your practice movements away from the ball, and then you go in the golf, okay, right, let's hit it and see what happens. If you knock it to 5 foot, you go, yeah, pretty good. And I go to a 9-iron to that target over there. Right, the wind's a bit different, I'm going for a different angle. And almost use your imagination. Oh, I can't land this more than 10 yards short because there'd be a bunker there in reality, okay? So I got to fly all the way there. So then, okay, I got to use this there. So you're starting to think through the process of how a golfer would play golf. Not kind of just stood there going, ba-doing, 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 ba-doing. If I stood there with a dart doing this all the time, eventually I'd hit treble 20. I ain't any good at darts at all, but eventually just through more sheer blind luck and repetition, was it a blind squirrel finds a nut? Just keep changing things up and challenging it. If the shot is good, change a completely different shot next one. Yeah, hit a different club, different target. If the first 2 or 3 aren't good, keep going for a couple more. If after say 4 or 5 you haven't hit a good shot as you'd feel, step away, rehearse the movement. Try to do it without watching. You've got to feel where that club is. Then we go back in, we test it. See how it goes. If the next 3 or 4 are good, happy days, we'll change club, change target. Rather than 60 balls and just in a way. Make sense?
Sure.
Cool. Good stuff.